Yeah, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the LinkedIn live session of Accenture Hackathon. Hack the Future, a generative AI sprint powered by data. This exciting hackathon brings together innovative minds from across the India to tackle one of the most pressing challenges using power of data and artificial intelligence. Whether you are a seasoned data scientist or a consultant, a budding AI enthusiast, or a creative problem solver, this event offers a unique opportunity to collaborate, learn, and innovate. My name is Vikas, and I'm from Geeks for Geeks, and I'll be your host for today's session. Thank you for joining us today. I hope you find this session both informative and inspiring. This particular contest is divided into two tracks, the technology track and the strategy and consulting track. Each track will be having its own set of problem statement, and our speakers today will provide you all the details that you need to get started. Before we dive in, let me introduce our esteemed speaker. We have with us Purvadri Gosal, who is a machine learning engineering associate manager at Accenture. Purvadri holds a PhD in intelligent techniques in biomedical signal processing and specializes in applying artificial techniques, including generative AI, in healthcare and banking sector. With having 7 peer-reviewed research publications and a proven record of successfully leading teams to develop advanced analytics solutions tailored to diverse industry needs. She combines deep technical knowledge with practical experience to drive innovative AI-powered business outcomes. Hello, ma'am.
Thanks, Vikas. Glad to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, we also have Saubhagya Misra with us, who is a data architecture senior manager at Accenture. Saubhagya is a part of core artificial intelligence group, and his focus area includes emerging data technology, solutioning and implementing data and AI initiative involving knowledge graph, AI, generative AI, and agentic solution. Hi, Saubhagya.
Hi Vikash, thanks and good afternoon
We,
everyone.
We also have Neeru Singla, who is an AI decision science senior manager at Accenture. She has more than 12 years of expertise in solving client challenges using data and artificial intelligence. She is a passionate about leveraging latest AI technologies to drive innovation and deliver impactful solutions. She also have a deep expertise in retails and data monetization space. Neeru will be discussing the strategy and consulting track for this hackathon.
Thank
So
you, Vikas, for introducing me. To add, I am currently based out of Mumbai, in India. And I'm in my current role, I am leading GenAI solutions for AdTech and monetization space. So today we'll talk about consulting and strategy track for this hackathon. Before that, of course, a lot of you already know what GenAI is, how does it solve for the problem, but let's give a brief introduction on why agentic AI first and what can it solve for us. So with LLMs, we already know the power of LLM in generating the content, right? So in LLM, we give the prompt with the reasoning, it generates the output, right? But in the real world, when we work with the enterprises, with the big clients, the problem statements are much more complex, which require real-time decision making. Generative AI is definitely good, and it is required to be part of that holistic process reinvention. But there is a need of autonomous. There is a need of real-time client solving. There is a need of real-time decisioning and breaking the task into the smaller activities so that the parallel processing can happen. And that's where agentic AI comes into the picture. So how what are the agents, right? How the agents break the task? What is the architecture? I'll briefly cover on that as well. So with agent, think of this as a software program or any piece of a code which where we give them a task. So agents can interpret the task. It adds to the context with whatever the knowledge and the data that we feeds into it. It plans the task. This is where the decision-making capability comes into the picture. It plans the task and it gives the task to the multiple utility agents to perform the task and then finally perform the task and create the output. Now, let's take a very basic example here for some of you, maybe the beginner in this group. So let's say there's a task to automate the response whenever you receive an email from a person, Sam, right? So they could be, think of this as a multiple utility agents which will perform this task to, combine the flow. So the one of the utility agents task is just to perform that whether this email is from Sam or not. That's it. Second utility agent will see what is the intent of the email. We can call it an intent agent. The third utility agent will just analyze the sentiment. So we can call it a sentiment, agent. The fourth agent can only see, what are the historical interaction with this person in the last 5 days, 6 days. So all of these utility agents will respond to the super agent. Super agent will collect the response. It has its own decisioning, capability. It will generate the response and give back. Now, this is a very basic example. Now, let's relate this to how the complex statement also we can structure in the same way. So, with my experience in the retail industry, the problem statements are divided majorly into three areas. One example is a customer space, right? In the customer space, one of the problem area is how can you improve the consumer experience on the platform, on the store, these type of problems. Right? How can you grow the customer base? How can you retain them? And then from the marketing side, how can you increase the ROI of the marketing spend? Second area is a merchandising, where how the different SKUs should be optimized, what should be the price planning and everything. I'm just giving a very basic example, and you need to think on your own in whichever domain you're working. How can you apply this in your area? And then there is a third part, which is a supply chain. How can you optimize the supply chain planning? Now let's deep dive into a marketing agent, like a marketing side of it. Let's say you have a problem statement that you need to launch a campaign for a particular product which you are launching in the market, and the objective is maybe the awareness, or objective is to increase the sales. Now you need to think on what all the utility agents will be, need to be created. What is the ROI if you build a agentic agent? So I'll give you a few examples, but yeah, innovate, think on your own. How can you solve these problems? A first agent could be the data analysis agent, and before that there could be a collector agent which will collect the data from various sources. Second agent will analyze the data. The third agent can parallelly also create the content generation, right, where GenAI is known for, correct? So, and then fourth is, a forecasting agent. The fifth could be a decision maker agent, where it will optimize and forecast if, this is going to be the plan, what will be the forecasted ROI, what will be the forecasted revenue. So think of this and how the super agents will work. Will it be a parallel activity within the utility agents? Will it be sequential? So think of the problem statement where you can improve the operational efficiency, where you can improve the customer experience, and where you can maybe improve the productivity. With this, I would like you to keep two things in the mind whenever you are submitting the application and during the process of working on the working on the hackathon. First is, let's not let's not force fit agentic AI to, just the sake of applying it. So agentic AI has its own, huge cost of implementing. Whenever you have a problem, think of what is the ROI, what are you solving for? If you invest this much using agentic AI, will you be able to get what you will be able to get in return? And second point that I would like to highlight is that don't reinvent a nail. That means don't reinvent a problem. Rather, look for the nails that's already existing and see how you can hammer it using agentic AI. So the hackathon is not about coming with a unique problem statement. It is about, look in your domain, in whichever industry you're working on, what are the problem statements already existing, and how can you apply agentic AI to provide the value add. With this, I wanted to tell you all the best. Wish you all the best for the hackathon, and I'll pass it back to you, Vikas.
Thank you so much, Niru, for your insight. And this problem statement offers a unique opportunity for the participant to apply your strategic and analytics skills to the real world business challenges. We look forward to seeing your innovative solutions. Now, let's move on to the technology track with Purvadri and Saubhagya. May I request Purvadri to talk about the problem statement and the expected outcomes from our participants?
Thanks, Vikas. Thank you all for joining us today. I will be taking you through the problem statements that we have in the technology track. The first problem statement that we have is optimizing retail inventory with multi agents. Like, as many of you know, managing retail inventory is indeed a complex challenge. It involves predicting demand, managing stock levels, minimizing waste, and ensuring that the right products are always available to customers. So currently, the retail processes operates on several manual processes. Like, demand forecasting is done by reviewing historical sales, marketing trends, and seasonal patterns. Inventory monitoring requires physical stock checks and manual updates to inventory records. Lastly, pricing optimization involves adjusting prices for slow moving products based on stock levels and customer feedbacks. With growing customer expectations and fast moving market conditions, the traditional approaches to inventory management are often insufficient. Here's what multi agent systems come into play. So, by leveraging multiple intelligent agents, each capable of making decisions based on their local knowledge, retailers can dramatically improve their inventory management. These agents should communicate among themselves, share information among them, and work together to forecast demand, optimize stock distributions, and adapt to changes in real time. Next problem statement that we have is smart shopping, data and AI for personalized e-commerce. So nowadays, as we all are aware, customers expect more than just a simple online shopping experience. They want personalized, seamless, and relevant interactions that make their shopping journey as efficient and enjoyable as possible. The answer: how can we achieve that? We can achieve that by using data and artificial intelligence. Currently, e-commerce teams manually collect data, store customer browsing behavior, purchase history, and demographic data in databases or spreadsheets. Retail managers or marketing teams manually analyze the customer data to identify patterns. And based on the customer profile and segmentation, the marketing team selects a set of products to recommend to each customer segment. For example, frequent buyers might receive recommendations of related products, while new visitors could see most popular products on discounts. What we are looking for here with this problem statement is a multi agentic framework which can collaborate and interact to optimize the entire e commerce process. These agents should analyze customer data, predict behavior, and make real time decisions to deliver a truly personalized shopping experience. Whether it's recommending products, adjusting pricing strategies, or customizing marketing offers, these agents should operate together to create a more responsive, dynamic, and customer centric environment. We expect a technical output in the form of a multi agentic framework and a SQLite database for long term memory. The third problem statement that we have is a data driven AI for sustainable farming. As we know, agriculture plays a vital role in sustaining our life, but its environmental and economic impact is substantial. Here again, we are looking for a multi agentic framework and a SQLite database for long term memory, which can provide actionable insights by analyzing input from farmers about land, crop preferences, and financial goals, and analyzes regional market trends, crop pricing, and demand forecasts to suggest the most profitable crops to plant. The fourth problem statement is a crucial and an impactful one: empowering elderly care with multi agentic AI systems. As the global population ages, providing quality care for the elderly has become indeed a growing challenge. Traditional method can be resource intensive and sometimes limited in their ability to respond quickly to individual needs. This is where the multi-agentic AI system can comes into the picture. By using multiple intelligent agents that can communicate, collaborate, and adapt in real time, we can create a more efficient and personalized environment for the elderly. These agents should monitor health, manage medication, assist with their daily activities, and even monitor safety, ultimately improving a quality care. The fifth problem statement is enhancing job screening with AI and data intelligence. The recruitment process nowadays often involves manually reviewing numerous job descriptions and CVs, which can be time consuming and prone to human error. The goal of this hackathon is to provide a multi agentic AI system that can automatically rate and summarize job descriptions, match candidate qualifications with the JD, shortlist candidate, and send interview requests based on the match. The last problem statement that we have is AI driven customer support, enhancing efficiency through multi agents. Customer support teams often struggle with delays in response times, inconsistent resolutions, and inefficient routing of tasks to other teams. To enhance efficiency and customer satisfaction, organizations need an AI driven system that can summarize conversations, extract actionable insights, recommend resolutions based on historical data, route tasks specifically and effectively, and optimize the resolution time. With this problem statement, the goal is to develop a multi-agentic AI system that streamlines customer support operations by automating key processes such as summary generation, action extraction, resolution recommendation, task rerouting, and resolution time estimations. This system should facilitate seamless collaboration among support agents, technical teams, and business units to ensure quicker, more accurate, and cost effective customer issue resolutions. We have a curated data set that can be used to develop all these multi-agentic framework. That, that's what we have in the technology track. We wish you all best of luck, and hopefully uh, it brings immense knowledge and experience to you. Over to you. Thank you. Over to you, Vikas.
Thank you, thank you, ma'am. Now over to Saubhagya for sharing insight about some of the problem statement for this particular exciting hackathon.
Hi, good evening, everyone. So, what we have is a very interesting use case on data product recommendation and design. So, we know as organizations are doing their data platform modernization, moving to a data product mindset is really critical for them. And with data products, the shift is actually happening on the based on what is the use case for the data requirement. It is decided that what are the attributes that are going to be there. Yes. So as I was saying, so data product recommendation is the use case, and we can use the agentic solution to provide recommendations around the attributes of the data products, create the functional and technical description, which is the metadata enrichment, and the agents can create the mapping and the transformation also for the target attributes. And once that is done, we can certify the data product. We can specify what are the ingress, egress process of the data product should be
I believe so.
and how the data should be how the
So
data
you are having
should be
internet.
exposed out.
Saubhagya, I believe your voice is breaking in between. Okay. Okay. So thank you, Purbadri and Saubhagya, for sharing the details about the problem statement. These problem statement definitely offers a wide range of challenges and opportunity for the innovation, right? We encourage our participant to think creatively and leverage the latest advancement in AI and data space. Before we close, I would like to mention few points. Okay, so listen carefully. First point is you must work on the problem statement of your domain, right? So you have to work on the problem statement that is lying in your domain. And second point is you need to choose a track before you make a submission or before you download the problem statement. You have to choose a track, whether it's a technology track or whether it's a strategic and track. Okay. So and third point is teams are required to submit their innovative ideas in a templatized format. That means there should be a template for the submission. Okay, with the respective team composition, whether it's a technology track or a strategy and consulting track. And the fourth, the point is all the participants are requested to make the submission before the deadline. This is the most important point I would like to iterate, that all the participants are requested to make the submission well before the time. Okay. So big thank you for our speaker, Niru, Purvadri, and Shobak for sharing the details about the hackathon. We have covered a lot of ground today, and the session was quite insightful. Thank you again for joining us today. We are excited to see your innovative ideas and solutions. Now is the time to showcase your creativity and innovation and complete for amazing rewards and recognition. Goodbye.